Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Keep playing. Mike 96, Mike 96. Get that quarterback at all costs. Check four. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 14.
On first down, Buchanan. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second and 9, Wilson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
12. First and 10 at the 41-yard line. SOS. Mike 99.
They'll run on first down. It's Buchanan. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Buchanan. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One left.
They'll run with Boone here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's been a long day for you.
On second and 11 now. Wilson flushed out right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
On first down, Buchanan looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down now, It's Buchanan, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
95, 95. 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Get ready. Get ready.
Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Down. 10 Tucson. 54. All day, every day.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mike 5-4. And let's pin the mirror.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 15 line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready?
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, echo. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike's 54. Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. Come on, the ball. Hey, 1-7. Check, Mike. Come. 5.
Out of the gun, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 3. Hey, weapon. Hey, alert. That's it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
54 Mike. I'm coming after you. Hey, Delta. 54. Mike 54. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Deep grip.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Ready, break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo!
Check. Watch 54.
Get it!
From the gun, here's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I'm coming.
Got it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Sponge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Good job right there.
On 2nd down, it's Buchanan. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Let's get it.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Forced out to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
56 to Mike.
Alert.
It's a gain of 7.
Got it.
At the 7-yard line.
Watch the shit. Hey.
On 2nd down now, it's Buchanan, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Buchanan. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Smith to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll buy some time into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, Orbit.
Hey! 54 Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Hey.
54. Mike, 54. It's our
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, it's our house.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith being chased out left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Green 80. Hey, alert.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
He's got Fuller. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
56. Check 56. Army. 36.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Buchanan, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 39, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 5.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 39 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Echo. Watch the pass. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now it's Wilson. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Smith now to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike spot 4.
Hey, exit.
Blue Dan. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
All set.
They are going for it. It's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Check 13. No.
Blue 15. Right left.
He's coming. Double up.
It's straight.
He's coming. Check. Crunch.
Blue 8 left.
On 1st down, Buchanan. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Deuce.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 31 yards. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They run again with Breida. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. This is Breida, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Hey, 2.
Play action. It's Smith. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 22. On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Ready?
On second and 12, Smith. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 42. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
36 power.
Switch.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Cut.
Friday.
Watch twins.
Here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Fowler. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Buchanan. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a big play there for Seattle. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offensive coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jadeveon Clowney, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Check 56. On the ball.
Wilson wants to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Smith operating from the gun. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Right there.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Now a desperation. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.